Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and another episode here on Monteith, Iowa. So we've been down to the cows, or up to the cows this morning. We got them all settled, and just came back to grab some breakfast and some coffee. So gonna hop in the truck. Quite a bit done since the last time we saw you. As you can see, it's second week in November already. Still on beans. But this episode should be the last beans episode. Planning to get all 3 fields in this episode, so we aren't doing any more beans in the next few. And then we can move on to corn and hopefully get that done within an episode or 2, so it'll only be about 2, 3 at most episodes left to harvest. Do appreciate all the support over the last few episodes, or over all the episodes. Feeling a bit under the weather today, but we decided to push through and make some content for you guys. We are in this field right now. We finished up last night about 10 o'clock, and the beans kind of started getting tough, and we're running through the machine as well, so we'll park this out of the way. We have some morning jobs that we gotta do before we get to combining around noon again. We have a demo unit that showed up. We'll get to that when we get a chance, but it requires the Magnum for some work this morning, so we need to get these beans that we just tarped last night. Had a full truck. We took the truck over to the bins and dumped that, and then we had this grain cart because we were just trying to get as much done last night as we could, so we weren't too concerned about trucking beans back to the bins. So we just kind of like filled the truck, and then we did as much as we could into the auger wagon as well. So emptied the truck into the bins, and then we just brought it back, and then we drove the pickup back home because that was on the header trailer. Got tillage going early this morning. They've been going at it for a bit ever since we kind of started the day. Got them going right away, so you can see they're making a pretty good dent on this field already. So got this one done. This is the next field that they'd be working on, and then we're probably going to have them start working on probably this field. I have no idea how courseplay is going to do on this field, so this one might be a manual one, or we just won't chisel plow this one this year. Don't see us getting to all of the chisel plowing this fall, so just with the size of our equipment that we currently have, I'm just not sure that we're going to make it. So we are just going to bring the whole grain cart back with us, but we're going to have to unhook it. Cut out in front of you there. Sorry about that. Got places to be though. So we got this delivered late last evening. Kind of put a stop in the harvest for an hour or so, but yeah, we got this unit delivered for. We want to start getting some applicating of lime done this fall. At least a little bit of it, because a lot of our fields do need limed. And I think we're just going to spread ahead of the chisel plow. This is a demo unit from MrFarquar. It's a ProForce 2250. We're going to be using it to spread lime. Can we back this grain cart into the shed? Probably don't really need to be doing this, but always good to be undercover when you can. These machines sit out in the field a lot over harvest season, so getting them into the shed for a bit isn't always the worst. Oh. Get hooked up, and then I think, well, we'll top her up with fuel first. Takes a little bit, but so I'll just show you the unit. Yeah, it's a pretty big spreader, but yeah, like I said, it's an MrFarquar ProForce on tracks. Should do us pretty good this fall, and then we'll kind of decide. We're definitely in the market for some sort of dry fertilizer / lime spreader, so I think it's either going to be this or had our eye on an old case floater, self-propelled type sprayer, or not sprayer, spreader. So we do have the Adams tender trailer here. This was up into town getting repaired. The auger was having some funky issues, so we had that up at the fabrication shop, and they were figuring it out. So it's back now. So we are gonna get this filled up. Well, yeah, we're gonna go get this filled up. We're gonna spread this field right behind the bins. And then we'll grab the tender, fill that up with lime. And we can kind of do it that way, so we're not running up to this fill point all the time. So we did end up placing down 2 Meridian like silos that are like buy points for lime and solid fertilizer up here by the like sell point bin. Cows are all looking good. Oh, we did get a set of bulls. We bought a set of bulls. And they are up in this pasture currently. Pasture 5. I guess is what you could call it. I believe this first one here, or second one, whatever you want to call it, is the one that we're looking to fill from. I think it's the lime one. Yep, perfect. These are from Lazy Modding. If you're curious where they are from, seed, fertilizer, and lime buy points. Yeah, we're just gonna get this one filled, then we'll just be running the seed tender with the bison with the tender trailer on up here from now on, instead of just the spreader itself, because it's not as time efficient. So. But I would have to guess that this spreader is gonna hold pretty close to what the tender holds, I would imagine. But I'm not 100% sure. If you guys are enjoying the video, do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps out the channel massively. I know it's a cliche YouTube thing to say, but it did seem that the last video, when I said that, we did have a uptick in likes, so it's great. I do very much appreciate it. It's a huge help to us. Helps get the video out there a little bit more. We unfold this. Not sure how big the spread radius is on this. Well, that's pretty decent, actually. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Thought it would be a little bit smaller. Usually lime spreading, you don't have as big of a area that it covers. Not sure whose dog that is barking. There's no one around besides us. Loose stray dog, apparently. Yeah, harvest's been going good though. It's 28 mile an hour. We're gonna bump that down a bit. Do not think that we could be going 28 mile an hour. 18 is better. 28, that's pretty quick. But yeah, things are going. They're progressing here in Iowa. As of recording this video, which is what, Thursday, August 24th. Tahitian, DR's next map, is set to release to testers, first version to testers tomorrow, Friday, August 25th, I do believe. We got a little standing water here in the field, right by this tile inlet. Good thing there's a tile there. It'd probably be even worse if the tile wasn't there. But yeah, so that's pretty exciting. That map looks awesome. I'm not sure that we'll be doing a series right away on it. Just because we have this one going, and I want to finish up this one before we start another one. But it's likely that we'll be on it at some point. In the near future. Still a lot to go on this series, obviously. We still have planting season, we still have, you know, all of next year, really, still, so quite a bit to go still. So I would say probably not even, probably be about a month or so until we can get on to Tahitian. I'll definitely be checking it out. If it really hits something with me, I might, you know, we never know. We might start something, but alright, let's hop in the truck. We'll get this filled. Then I'll catch you guys back in the field. Ooh. Bit of a close call. I should be checking before I cross the road. Yeah, we'll get this filled up and I'll see you back in the field. We were having all sorts of issues with the bison. It wouldn't allow me to lift the auger on it. So we hooked up the International and it works fine. So I'm just not sure that the International is going to have enough power to run a full tender trailer. We're going to try, but yeah, I'm not sure. If anything, we might have to go get the Volvo. See if that works. Maybe just swap truck, run the Bison on the grain trailers for a bit today. We don't have to be swapping out the Volvo all the time. Yes, we are missing a few spots. It's just how it's going to be. And we're also going to stop right there. And we're gonna right around here. Just kind of do it in sections. Keep the tender close. Once we get into the other side of the field, we'll just move the tender over to that side. And we're going to go over here and we're going to set up a GPS line. Get spreading. It's going to be tricky because I do... well, no, we're not going to have... are we? Trying to figure out which field we're going to have spread. We're going to start spreading on next. We do this one, we're gonna have to watch out for the, or we're gonna have to move the auger for the, yeah, we're gonna have to move the auger. Which I don't know that I want to do that. Not sure that I want to chisel plow this field, or at least this one will probably be the last one if we do it. Because we drive trucks on it, so we don't want to be driving on chisel plowed ground. That doesn't sound very fun, especially with full hopper bottoms. That's a recipe to get stuck on. Recipe for disaster. Oh, okay. Okay. So we would be over a little bit more. Yeah, this shouldn't take too long. Like I said, noon is kind of the cutoff point. It's when we want to be starting to get everything going with harvesting again. Definitely will be getting that field done. Then we're just going to move over to this little section here, and then all that we have left is this small field, backfield here. So this will be done today. This will definitely be done today, and then hopefully it'd be awesome to be able to get this done today as well. But yeah, like I said, this is all this harvesting is going to be in this video. So next time we see you after this video, we're going to be doing some corn harvest. Be nice to get back into corn. Keep our GPS lines on so we don't make a fool of ourselves. Now let's just fill up. We're just gonna fill up once again. But seeing as we have a 20-minute video already, holy crapes. We are going to be doing this off camera because yeah, we gotta get beans in still in this video. So we'll get filled up, and we'll see you guys when we start beans up again. So it's just past noon now. Beans should be ready to go. We got the rest of that field limed. We got the chisel plow moved after we save into field 9. So we cleaned up a little bit of the edges here on this field. Obviously there's a little bit there that we missed, but that's okay. We go back through it in spring when we're fitting them. We'll make sure to get that piece. But yeah, so we got them moved from here, filled up with fuel, washed it down a bit, pressure washed it. It was real dirty. So now we are running the chisel plow through 9 now. So obviously we didn't spread lime on that one. We're just gonna kind of move ahead as much as we can. So like probably November 3 in the morning before we start combining, we'll get this one spread type of thing. Like I said, I don't know if that I want to run the chisel plow over the big field here, at least around the farmyard, because we're running trucks through there, so we don't want to be running through chisel plowed ground, especially if it's going to start snowing and the ground's going to start getting wet and stuff, so that's not ideal. We're back into the beans. Here we go again. It's happening. Probably should have filled up with fuel. I don't know that we have fuel in the tank of the pickup. I want to say no, because when we refuel this combine, it takes every last bit of fuel that's in that in the tank that's in the bed of the pickup. So every time we refuel the combine, we have to refuel the tank. Thinking we might be moving on to a 45-foot head next year. I think that would be ideal. The MacDon has served us well, but always tempting to look into a honeybee or even just a regular old case draper head. I think this is the in-game 140. That's a 41-foot. This is a 45-foot flex draper. It wouldn't be a bad option. I also wouldn't mind having a wind bar on it. Hope with bean loss, you know, it blows make sure it keeps the beans in the head. That would be kind of nice. But like I said, also wouldn't mind getting another combine either. But it would be kind of weird to buy like an older model, you know what I mean? We definitely can't afford to buy another 8250. So it would just be kind of weird to like buy an older model that's less horsepower type thing. Like, you know, usually you're upgrading to bigger. It would just be weird to like buy another one that's smaller. I don't know. So I don't really feel like we can justify another combine. It's just because, I don't know, the amount of acres we run really probably shouldn't even be running an 8250 realistically, so. But this is a massive amount of acreage for the game. Like you see here, the combine has 18.5 hours on it already, so, and that's literally just from this harvest. Well, I guess a little bit of the old harvest, but those didn't take very long. So we've spent 18.5 hours in one harvest season, and we're not even done yet. We're probably only halfway done if you count the cornfields. So by the end of this harvest season, we're gonna have 40 hours on this combine. I would think something around that. So it's pretty crazy. And it's also very unseasonably warm here in November too. It's 61 degrees with a high of 66. That's pretty wild. But we'll take it. Especially with with snowfall twice in October. The weather is blessing us with some good weather here. Yields are down here. Like I said, north side of the highway is worse soil. The soil is not nearly as good as the south side. A little bumpy there. Ooh. Ooh. Speaking the combine all about. This field's pretty cool. Has that big hump in the middle. Can't really see until you get over the ridge. Like that. Pretty slick, but jumping in cab, you know what that means. Time to do some off-camera work, especially, like I said, trying to get all the rest of the fields in this video, so we got some work to do ahead of us. So we'll catch you probably towards the end of this field, I would guess, if not in the next field, so we'll see you here shortly. We're getting through it. A little after 5 now, so this field went quick. We were able to just transition right over this field pretty quickly. We did have to take the head off, unfortunately, because we couldn't fit it through the gate in that field. But it was an easy load. You can kind of see the truck up there. We just kind of backed into the driveway of the house there, pulled the truck up, and got into the field. So that was nice. Grain cart we're not using for this field. Probably won't use it for the next field either. Might just get 2 trucks out, or might get the bison hooked back up to the grain trailer and run just 2 trucks. And that, honestly, I think probably we'll do it if we can just fill up those 2 trucks. I doubt we'll need to make more trips than that, so I must have lost my GPS line. Yeah, looks like it. So yeah, this field won't be too much longer now. It's nice. But we're definitely gonna have to dump right now. Be the first dump of this field, so it went quick. Oh. So yeah, probably just have another, what, half of a hopper full, if that, maybe a quarter by the time we get done with the rest of these beans. Take the truck down, dump it into the bins, and then, or the bin, and then we'll transition to the last bean field. We should, I am optimistic that we're going to have all of these done by tonight. Great, because then we don't have to take time tomorrow, you know, waiting to get going so we can get beans done, and then you got to take time where you're switching over the combine to beans, and yeah, so think we're going to do everything in our power to finish these up this evening. Then we have 3 full day, 3rd, 4th, and 5th of November to get corn done. Don't know how long corn will be. Hopefully we can get it done by the end of November, at least the beginning of December. And we don't run into any snow issues. Obviously, again, corn isn't super affected by moisture, so not a huge deal, but yeah. So that's kind of the plan, so I'm sure we'll see you at least one more time when we get into the last field. We pretty much just finished up this field, and we are gonna try and road this head down into the last field. It's right across the street, pretty much. So we'll see how this goes. Should be fine. Only time we've drove the head down the road. But it's right here, so it should be a-okay. There we go. Perfect. Right down the lane here is the last bean field. Get up here, we'll set the combine off, we'll get the truck emptied up at the bins, and then we will grab the pickup and get the trailer head from... Oh, trailer head's still on the pickup, I believe. Yeah, it should be. This video has been recorded across multiple sessions, so... Sometimes you kind of forget what's been going on. But away we go. Horseplay is set up and ready to go. We're in 3 headlands again. Lands mode as usual. Click over to the truck. I guess we actually probably really don't need to dump this. We don't even have one full hopper. I don't think that we're gonna. Trailer's getting dirty, that's for sure. Oof. Just about 3 hours here on the truck. Yeah, we're not gonna dump it yet. Bit of a sketchy maneuver here. But yeah, we're not going to be using the grain cart. Just dumping them straight from the combine into the truck. Because it's another small field, so... We will definitely be having these, the beans will be done by the end of November too, so... Very excited about that. Been a grind. But it's been good. We're going to utilize this field a bit. We want to get turned around. We'll have the tarp side away from the dump side. Perfect. I'm gonna grab the pickup with the header trailer, and then we'll get going on this field a little bit more, and I'll catch you guys near the end of it to close out beans for the first year here, the first harvest here on this map. And before it gets too dark out to where you can't see much in the video, we are probably going to wrap it up about here. We ended up grabbing the other truck, like I had talked about earlier. And yeah, that should be plenty for us to finish up the rest of this field. Gotten through quite a bit. The yields are pretty good on this field, but the soil type is pretty much all loam, so that's nice. And most likely why the yields are so good. Just get into this last row. Hopefully, I'm really hoping we have enough fuel. That's really my biggest concern, is that we have enough fuel to finish this field off. So yeah, so as it gets dark, we're gonna call it the episode. That's gonna be it for beans here. Like I've mentioned before, I'm excited to be done in the beans. Get into corn, switch it up a bit, and then that should go by relatively quick. We don't have a ton to do. Pretty big field here. Relatively large field here and here, but we have the big one already knocked out, so yeah, I think we honestly might start up by the house, or by the cows, work our way down by the house, and kind of move back towards the farm. That's probably going to be the plan of attack there, but anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Probably a pretty relatively lengthy video, but got through quite a bit, and we'll see you in the next video.